Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Friday. This is the 25th of October. Let's get right into the charts. Very interesting. Today, you're going to get choppy on the markets, but a couple of notables here. Let's get right into the charts. The obvious standout this week was Tesla. Just huge surge in those shares. And interestingly, we were kind of expecting, we actually at TTS did have some position, did put out some position because of the fact that it was coiling up in front of the earnings. So these type of setups here where you have a coil up, and now we are essentially right at the resistance level here with Tesla. We'll see if it actually pauses, or I think ultimately it goes to 300. On Tesla. There's huge pop in this thing, and even as we come into the close. So going to be interesting. We've got we got four of the mega caps: Apple, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, I believe, next week. We got a non-farm payroll. So, but overall, the averages, so this was really the standout, and there's gonna be some opportunities here in Tesla. So we were fortunate enough to have some members be involved in that stock, and we'll see how that pans out next week. Averages, kind of gave back a lot of their gains from this morning. Looks like the Nasdaq was gonna break out, and it actually failed. And I think part of it is because rates, again, at the end of the day, here's also rates jumped at the end of the day, again on expectations of what's going to happen to the deficits and all that, especially if we get tax breaks coming up, which is seen, again, as Trump gains momentum here, and if that's the case, and there's a red sweep, I think that's probably what's going on in the bond market. So that was interesting. Regarding the price of the 10-year, we are still in this major demand zone, but we'll see. It's not looking great right now, but this could still hold. And then everything else really, nat gas also looks starting to look interesting. We are in TTS. We are long UNG calls, so you can see that had a nice pop this week. We've got probably up to about 340 resistance, and gold up also looks good. Silver kind of just meandering about today, just nothing going on with silver, kind of dead in the water here. But as long as gold, I think, continues, and again, these are all kind of election related type of trades. Oil got a nice pop at the close also, which is really interesting. Still nothing, we're kind of having a bunch of, we're right out, looks like we got some resistance at 72 on oil, and we'll go from, and we'll see how that also translates later, going into energy policy is going to be also another, obviously, sticking point or potential mover for oil, aside from besides what's going on in the Middle East. So all of these trades coming into, as we're going to be a week from the election this coming Tuesday, is going to be interesting. So all in all, average is still trying to break out. Nasdaq could not break out. Looking at this longer term chart, S&P just churning. We're still kind of stuck in this range here, pretty much. Obviously, there's a lot going on below the surface with Tesla, and on one hand you got Tesla surging, and then IBM was down for the count after earnings. So it's still a mixed bag with regards to earnings, and we got a whole bunch of them next week as well. So that's also interesting. Okay, all right. That's going to do it for me. Have a great weekend. If you need anything, contact me at transparenttrading-solutions.com. Again, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the newsletter. Okay, I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care.